Hey guys, it's Andy, aka Elogee. I'm here today ready to make another tier list. It's been a while, longer than I expected actually, since I've done a Pokemon related tier list. But today's the day that I'm finally going to rank my opinions of the starter Pokemon. Unfortunately, Wooloo and Furt are not starter Pokemon, so we can't have an Ultra Mega S tier, but we're still gonna do the best we can. So here we are on Tier Maker. This list is going to be starter Pokemon and evolutions. This also includes Mega Evolutions, and I think it also had the Charizard Dynamax, but not the other two, so this must have been made like last year when only Charizard Gigantamax form existed. But either way, I'm not the biggest fan of Gigantamax to begin with, so while we're at it, let's just do that. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, it's got all the starters from baby form to middle to final Evo, and then Megas if they have them. Looks like there's 6 tiers, so we'll keep that in mind. Have B and C be kind of the middle ground where I don't really like or dislike, and you know, we can take it from there. So, okay, to begin with, we got Mega Venusaur. I mean, it's cool. I don't think I'd put it in S. I like it more than regular Venusaur because it's bulkier and stronger. Unfortunately, it's not faster. None of the Kanto Megas are, which always seemed weird to me. But yeah, the bulk that Mega Venusaur gets makes it incredible. Anyone who dabbled in competitive knows the horror of Mega Venusaur. And if you've used one yourself, you know the power of Mega Venusaur. So yeah, I think I gotta put it in A. I love Venusaur personally, and Mega Venusaur, it's very good. I like how versatile it is, and just how powerful and bulky it is. So yeah, gonna put it up in A. Zard X, I think that can go up in A as well. I'm a big fan of Mega Evolutions, and I'm not a fan of Dynamax, but you guys already knew that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna put most of the Megas up high in the tier list. Zard X, I mean, I don't know anyone who dislikes this mon. Like, a lot of people, I know the joke is that everyone likes Charizard, but like, I don't care for regular Charizard as much, but the Megas form, especially Zard X, this does it for me. The dragon typing, the tough claws, everything about this mon is crazy good. The Pokemon Origins special from like 2014 or 13 or whatever, the final episode where Red's Charizard Mega Evolves, goes for Fire Blast versus Mewtwo, knocks it out. That was amazing. Zard Y, I think I'll put that in B. It's not quite this level for me. It is high end of like middle tier for me, so we'll put it in B. I love using it competitively, clicking Fire Blast, and if your opponent doesn't have a Chansey or I guess Blissey now, they can't really stop it. Yeah, I do prefer Mega Zard X, both in terms of design and competitively, but both are great. I just like X more than Y, but Y belongs in B, if that makes any sense. Okay, now we got Mega Blastoise. Well, I really don't care for this design too much. It isn't bad, but it isn't my favorite among like Mega Evolutions. But I do love this so much competitively, especially now that Blastoise got Shell Smash, which I may or may not have contributed to. But yeah, I used Mega Blastoise back way before it even got Shell Smash and had a blast with it. And now that it does have Shell Smash, it's ridiculous using this thing in draft format. I know some leagues straight out ban Mega Blastoise from running Shell Smash, which is whack, but it is what it is. But like I said, it's not an A for me, so we're gonna leave it in B. Mega Skeptile though, I think I gotta put that in A. It's a very sleek design, looks like a Christmas tree. Everyone jokes like it's got a Christmas tree tail and the ornaments on his tail. And then they're not happy that it doesn't get Draco Meteor, despite being a special attacking dragon type, due to the technicality of it not being a dragon type pre-Mega Evolution. But I still like it. It has that immunity to electric, so you can come in on like Thunder Waves, get a special attack boost, so you buff its already buffed special attack even more. Its speed is crazy high. It's got good attack too, and Swords Dance, so a very good mixed offensive Pokemon. So yeah, gonna put it up in A. I really like Mega Skeptile. Mega Blaziken though, that can be high B for me. I've never used Mega Blaziken competitively. It was always banned in the formats I played, for good reason. It's pretty ridiculous. Speed Boost is a broken ability on Pokemon like this, so I've never had a chance to really bond with it from a competitive standpoint or casual standpoint. The only thing I have to go by is design, which, like I said, is high middle rank for me, so I'm gonna put it in B. Not really much to say about Mega Blaziken. Mega Swampert, that's gonna be low middle for me. The design is funny to me. Like, Swampert just gets bulky on us, but I remember when Oris first came out, I was really hyped for Mega Swampert, but then after playing competitive so much, just seeing Rain Team after Rain Team after Rain Team, I really got tired of Mega Swampert. So that kind of knocks it down a bit for me. But even in general, I just like regular Swampert better. I think it's designed better. I like its ability to hold an item more. I don't dislike Mega Swampert, but it's low middle rank for me, so gonna put that there. Ash Greninja. Now this is a good Pokemon right here. Yeah, gonna put it up. I think it belongs in high mid for me. Getting to your Ash form, it can be a little difficult because regular Greninja is pretty weak. But once you do Mega Evolve, you get that nice Water Shuriken and just very strong moves in general, like Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse. The set I know with this choice specs: Water Shuriken, Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, and Spikes. Sometimes you could tech Ice Beam or U-Turn, but in general, Ash Greninja is a very prominent Pokemon in 7th gen competitive, and I had a good time with it, so I'm gonna put that in low mid. So okay, now it looks like we're done with Mega Evolutions for a while, so we got the regular ones. So here we got Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, I gotta put up an A. I'm all about my Bulbasaur propaganda. Just look at this guy. How can you not put him up an A, guys? I mean, come on, guys. Bulbasaur, yeah, Bulbasaur gotta go up an A. Too iconic. A funny story, I've told this before. When I was a kid back in the 90s when Pokemon first came out, I didn't know that, because I didn't have the games. I just watched the show, had the cards. I didn't have the games yet. So I thought the 3 starters were Charmander, Squirtle, and Pikachu. I thought those were the trio. I didn't even know Bulbasaur existed. So once I found out Bulbasaur was a Pokemon, it's like, ah. And ever since then, I've just had a soft spot for Bulbasaur. And I mean, look at him. How can you not have a soft spot for this guy? Gotta go up an A. Bulbasaur can never let me down. Ivysaur, gotta put him in B. He's a good boy, just like his first form counterpart, but I do prefer regular Bulbasaur to Ivysaur. I really don't have anything to even say about Ivysaur, so yeah, just gonna put it in B. Like, it's okay, but I don't really have a strong opinion. Venusaur, regular Venusaur. Okay, we'll put Ivysaur down in C. I feel like a lot of the middle stage Evos, and probably even most of the baby stage Evos, will go down here. If I don't really have an opinion on them, this will just be like the default place to go if I don't care for them particularly one way or another. So I think regular Venusaur belongs in B for me. I like Mega Venusaur better, just because, like I said, it's bulkier and stronger, but regular Venusaur definitely great too. Everything I mentioned about Venusaur is still applicable, though just not as much. So yeah, gonna put it there. Charmeleon though, okay. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna put Charmeleon in B and Charizard in C. That seems about right. Charizard, I'm on the train that Charizard is just a little overhyped. A regular Charizard anyway. Like I said, I love me my Megas. Don't really care about Dynamax, but regular Charizard, not the biggest fan of. I never really have been, except like way back in the day. I made some extra forms of Charizard, like I hope I can find. I drew them too. I had like Charku and Charking. That was like Mega Evolution before Mega Evolution. Man, Game Freak really been listening to me. But yeah, not the biggest fan of Charizard, so gonna put it in C. Squirtle, yeah, Squirtle can go up in B. Yeah, I like me some Squirtle. You know what? Squirtle can go up with Bulbasaur, yeah. They belong together. Actually, looking at this, do I like Bulbasaur more than Venusaur? I think I do. Okay, so yeah, we'll put them up in A. These two just belong together, so I'm gonna leave them there. Anyway, yeah, I like Squirtle. It's a cute little water turtle. Iconic, it was the first Pokemon I ever chose back when I first played my cousin's copy of Pokemon Blue. So, those were the days. But yeah, Squirtle's cool. Wartortle, gonna put it in C. Like I said, it's a middle stage evolution I don't feel a particular way about, so just gonna kind of put it there. I like its color scheme. I don't know if I ever noticed before, but like they changed the color scheme in the middle form. Like this is like more blue than Bulba's green. This is more purpley than Squirtle, so that is cool. Like I said, I don't have a particular fascination with most of the middle stage Evos, so we're gonna put them in C. Blastoise, though, I think, yeah, I think I gotta put it in S. First S tier. I have always loved Blastoise, casually and competitively. I first got into competitive in Gen 4. I tried using a Blastoise, and it wasn't really bad, but I wasn't the best battler back then. When I got into competitive back in Gen 6, I tried to use the same Blastoise set that I used back in the day, which was Rapid Spin, Surf, Toxic, and I think Yawn. So that was my patented Blastoise. Or no, I had Protect on there somewhere, I think. Did I say Protect? I don't even remember. That was my patented Blastoise set, though. You can't copy that. That is a trademark Elogee. But yeah, I love me some Blastoise. I think I gotta put it up in S. So yeah, we'll put it there. Chikorita, though. Chikorita, it's cute. Like, it really is. I really don't have anything to say about it other than the Chikorita line is pretty bad in Gen 2, which is where Chikorita is from, of course. So that's unfortunate, because grass types just in general aren't very useful in the Gen 2 games. But Chikorita's still cool. Same with Bayleaf, and I don't know why it does that. Bayleaf, yeah, it can go to B. Actually, I think I like, yeah, C is good for Bayleaf. And Meganium too. Like, I don't dislike this line like a lot of the community does. I think it's hilarious the way the community clowns on this Pokemon for how bad it is. Yeah, it really isn't as bad as people say. It's just that casually, like I said, in Gen 2, grass types just aren't very helpful, and Meganium doesn't get hardly any kind of coverage to help it, so it isn't good in game casually, and it's not the greatest competitively either, but I don't think it's bad, but I do think the way people clan on it is hilarious, so I gotta put it in C. But yeah, nothing against Bayleaf or Meganium, just not among my favorites. Cyndaquil, though, gonna put it in C. It's okay, but something about maybe the eyes closed I just never liked. It is cute, like its nose, the way it does stuff, but I just never really cared for this design much. I don't know what it is. Quilava, same thing. It's cooler now that its eyes are opened, but what we really want is this bad boy, Typhlosion. Typhlosion gonna go up to B. I really liked Typhlosion ever since, what was it? It was one of the spin-off animes. They had the trainer character from Gold and Silver, he had a Typhlosion, and ever since then I'm like, wow, Typhlosion really is cool. So yeah, I had a bit of a soft spot for Typhlosion ever since then. Even before then I didn't dislike it, but ever since then it's been more among my more liked starters, you could say. Yeah, it gets Eruption randomly, which helps its mediocre stats, so yeah, Typhlosion's cool. I wish it had a Mega, which you can watch my Make a Mega episode 2 if you're interested in how I'd make a Mega for this. Good lord, that video is like 4 years old now. What happened? Anyway, Totodile, I'm gonna put it in C as well. Chikorita is the cutest out of this trio, so I put it a tier above the rest, but I still don't have a particular opinion about any of them. I just think Chikorita is the cutest, so I put it above the other two. For Alligator, though, I think I also gotta put it in B. It was the first starter I chose in the Gen 2 games, and competitively it is by far the best out of the Johto starters, just because it has Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, Sheer Force, a ton of moves that benefit Sheer Force. It is just an incredibly strong and good Pokemon to use, so hopefully one day I can use them again, because it's been a while and I'm craving to use some for Alligator again, so maybe one day. Trico though, yeah, like it looks cool. Would it go up here? Nah. Like it does look cool, but like I said, I'm just not the biggest fan of non-final Evos, so I don't feel a particular way about either of these. Grovyle was interesting the first time I played with one and against one in the Gen 3 games. So my first time playing the Gen 3 games was Ruby. I chose Mudkip as my starter, so my rival had Trico. And by the time it evolved into Grovyle, I just got wrecked by it. Like, it was so fast, so strong. Like, my whole team just got wrecked by it. I remember it just being a roadblock that I had to overcome, and I was very intimidated by it. So I finally got around to choosing Trico as my starter, and realized that, wow, it doesn't really have the best move pool. Like, I remember it learning Leaf Blade and Pursuit, and like that was it. I think I taught it Rock Smash also. So yeah, I don't know. Like Grovyle looks cool, I'll give it that, but I just don't know how else to feel about it. Regular Skeptile, I think I'd put that up in B. I obviously prefer Mega because it's faster and stronger, but I still got a soft spot for regular Skeptile. One of my few winning teams back in Gen 4 when I did competitive, it had a Specs Skeptile on it, and that was pretty cool. Torchic though, we'll put Torchic in C. And Combuskin, I just they're cool, they're cute. This one's cute, this one's cool. But I don't have a particular fondness for them, so I don't really have anything to say about them. Probably said that so many times already in this tier list video, but I really don't. I just really don't have anything to say. Blaziken, it's up there with Mega Blaziken. I use this casually in multiple playthroughs of Gen 3, and it's fun. You can solo Ruby and Sapphire with Blaziken. I remember doing that. Like I just used Blaziken. I think that Blaziken is in my Pokemon home. If it is, I'll put a thing on screen right now so you can see it. But yeah, but I guess they changed it in Emerald, so there was less ability to solo with Blaziken. Like they added the water gym, or no, there was always a water gym. They added Wallace as the final champion instead of a steel type. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I like Blaziken. I've never really used it competitively either. I tried to in the tail end of Gen 4. I wanted to use a mixed one, but people were talking about already banning it because they knew it was getting speed boost. And once it got speed boost, it was over. Like now, it has speed boost, and it's in the UU tier in Smogon, which is what I play. So I don't know, I might have to hop on Showdown and show them what's up with Blaziken maybe in the future, but I do like Blaziken. Mudkip though, okay, Mudkip up in A for sure. Actually, is Mudkip S? I don't know. I'm not that big of a meme lord. I do like Mudkip, but I don't think it's quite S for me. Mudkip, like I said, was my first starter in the Gen 3 games, and Swampert is my favorite of that trio. And in fact, I'm just gonna put Marshtomp down here because I don't know how I feel about this thing. But Swampert though, Swampert is my favorite starter of all time. There's gonna be a few other contenders, but yeah, Swampert is S tier for sure for me. I like how we go from A to D, back to S, then down to C again. This line all over the place, but yeah, love me Swampert. It's just great casually and competitively and design-wise. So yeah, I can't put it below S. Like I said, it is my favorite starter. Final evolution. Favorite starter period for me, so I gotta put it up in S. Swampert's my go-to. Turtwig, like it, well, I don't know what to say about Turtwig. I would put it down here, but it's too cute to put it down there, so we'll put it in C. Grottle, I would put this here, but due to a running gag in the NNDL, I'm gonna put it up in B. Shout out to Grottle. Torterra, I'll put that in C as well, just because I'm more kin to the ability for this thing to Sword Dance, Rock Polish, and Sweep. But I've never used Torterra in-game or competitively. I don't have a desire to. I just really don't care for this line much at all, but it is cool. I'm just not a fan of it. Chimchar. Like, it's cool, I guess. Not really my favorite. Monferno? Yeah, same thing. I was considering putting it up here because it looks a lot better than Chimchar in my opinion, but I don't think it's quite up here. Infernape though, now this is a Pokemon, let me tell you what. Incredible move pool. Great stats, you know, 2 good abilities. This thing is just so incredible, casually and competitively. Everyone says that you have to choose Infernape as your fire type because there's no fire types in the Sinnoh Dex. We get it, the joke is over now, but that aside, Infernape is a great starter. Yeah, I really like it, so I can't put it below S. I've used Infernape competitively a lot. I draft it whenever I can. Like if I'm in a new draft league and they don't quite realize how good Infernape is in draft, I make sure to snatch that boy up real quick. And even when it's accurately priced, I still take it whenever I can, just because it's so good. Such a great move pool. Yeah, Infernape in S tier for sure. Piplup though, I'll put it in B. I'll do it. I'll do it for the one time. Piplup was my first starter in the Gen 4 games, and I just liked it. Guess I liked penguins back then, that's why I chose it. But yeah, I like Piplup. Prinplup though, not really feeling it. Yeah, I'm just not feeling Prinplup. Empoleon though, yeah, that's another one that's got to go up in S. I really like a lot of the water starter Evos, and by a lot of them I mean these 3. But yeah, I just really like them. Empoleon is great, both casually and competitively. It's not, like, I think I prefer Infernape competitively to Empoleon, and I prefer Empoleon casually to Infernape. Let me just order this while I'm at it. I swear these dimensions just changed on me. I know I might be tripping, but I swear I just saw it change. Anyway, yeah, this looks like the order in which I preferred these within the tier. This is the ranking I'm giving them. Anyway, now we got Snivy. I really don't care for this thing. Or, what is this thing's name? Servine. Superior is okay though. I really only like it casually, or competitively. Casually in-game, I tried it. Wasn't my favorite, though I don't have a particular fondness for any of the Gen 5 starters. Superior might actually be my least favorite casually. I think it'd go there. Yeah, it's kind of a one-trick pony. It's got Contrary, so you can keep boosting with the Leaf Storm. Now that it lost Hidden Power, it's got even less options to work with. Though by the time you're at +6, you really don't need coverage as much, but still, it didn't need that nerf. It definitely didn't. Real ones will try to use a non-contrary Swords Dance Superior, or even Coil, but I don't think we're ready to talk about that yet. I don't think we're ever ready. I forget this thing's name. Tepig. Okay. Like, it looks cute, but I just don't care for it. Same with this. Yeah, not a fan of Pignite. Pignite might even have to go down here. Nah, I can't do my boy dirty like that, especially when M-Board's going up in A. Is it A? No, I think it would be, yeah, up in B. I really like this thing competitively and casually. I didn't use it much competitively, but I have used it in multiple playthroughs in Gen 5, and I like it. It's my favorite starter of that generation. I think a lot of people overlook it, but it is outclassed by other fire starters, so I understand, but it's my favorite of the Gen 5 starters. And speaking of which, not really a fan of Oshawott or Duat. Salmonrot, I'll put in C, because, I mean, it's got good mixed offenses, I guess, and its move pool is alright, but it's had a weird stat distribution. It could be a lot better. You could do a little to change it, and I think it would be a lot better, but as it stands, I don't even care for the design, really. I think it would actually go here. We'll put it above Chimchar. Yeah, I really don't care for Samurott all too much. I'm sorry, AAA. I know you're watching, but I can't put your boy higher than C. Chespin, Chespin can go in C. Not a particular fan, but don't dislike it. Quilladin, and now this is one I cannot get behind. Chestnut, though, that being B, I think it would be low B. Never used one in-game, but I have used it quite a few times competitively, and it is good competitively. Like as far as middle of the rank, not too crazy good, but not bottom tier. So yeah, Chestnut is definitely good. Has a lot of good options. It's just very, very good competitively. So I gotta put it in B. Probably be above Venusaur for me, so I just like it over Venusaur because it gets spikes. I'm all about my hazards on defensive Pokemon, so yeah, gonna put it up there. Fennekin, though, okay. Fennekin, I'll put in B above Cyndaquil. Braixen, I'll put that in C above Trico. And Delphox, I'm putting this in S above Blastoise. I don't know why people dislike Delphox. I really don't. I think the most common criticism I hear for is that it was a fox that became bipedal, and it's like, really? That's why you don't like this thing? I just love the wizard design. Like, it pulls out this stick that becomes a staff. I've just always loved it aesthetically. And competitively, I've tried using it, and it's not the greatest, but you know, I've made it work. I really can't understand why people dislike this Pokemon. I think it's great, and I'm going to die on that hill. So yeah, nothing really more to say there. Froakie, I don't like this Pokemon. This Pokemon is a little better. Greninja, regular Greninja, I'm not really a fan of. I'll put that in C as well. I put it like on the level of Charizard as far as like fan favorites, but I feel it's overrated. So yeah, just gonna put it there. Rowlet, though, okay, Rowlet going up in A. Just look at this thing, this little round owl. It's so cute. I tried carving a pumpkin to look like a Rowlet once. It didn't go too well, but Rowlet is still goated. Just look at this thing. You can't dislike it. Dartrix, though, no, keep it away. Decidueye, however, I'll put it in B, below Typhlosion. I really don't get why they dropped its flying type in favor of ghost type. It seems random and gimmicky, but it's not bad. Just wish it was like faster. It's got a great physical and special move pool. Like, I think it gets Nasty Plot and Swords Dance, and great moves of those kinds to benefit it. Its speed is just atrocious. Like not being slow enough to benefit from Trick Room while not being fast enough to really do anything conventionally. So yeah, I like it, but I can't put it above B. So Litten, I love cats. I was having a tough time deciding between Litten and Rowlet when Sun and Moon were coming out. I finally chose Rowlet over Litten, but both are very, very cool, very cute. I think I gotta put Rowlet above Litten, but both in A tier for me. Torracat isn't bad. I think I would put it like above these guys, because like I said, I love my cats. I don't know. Now this, I really don't care for Incineroar that much. I think I would put it in high in the C tier. I just don't really get it. Like I feel it should be fire fighting in the same way that I feel Decidueye should be grass flying, but like I'm not gonna complain because they've had so many fire fighting types, but I really don't get it. And I don't play VGC, so like I don't have that connection with it where everyone was using this to intimidate and tank hits and stuff. So yeah, I don't have much of a connection with Incineroar, but Litten goated, so put it up there. Poplio, is that this guy's name? No, that's this. This is Poplio, right? Holy cow. No, this is Sobble, right? Sobble? Yeah, this is Poplio and this is Sobble. Okay. I can't remember the names because I really don't care for any of these. Like Brion, no. Primarina is okay competitively. I think I'll put it like superior level just because I don't like its design, but it is good competitively, so I will use it competitively. But it's not among my favorites, so I can't really put it higher than C. Grookey, though, now we're getting to the Gen 8 stars. I was Team Grookey gang. I think I gotta put it up in A, or maybe low B. Low B seems a little better. I think it's like Chikorita level. We'll put it above Chikorita. Yeah, I'm Team Grookey gang. Thwacky, it looks cool, but it's not quite the level of Grookey in my opinion. I'll put it down here somewhere, like there, seems fine. Rillaboom, I would put, I think I would also put this in B. I really liked it. My first introduction to Rillaboom, I really liked it. It's kind of gotten crazy now that it has grassy, what's the ability that gets up the terrain? I forget the name of the ability, but it sets up the terrain, and it has grassy glide. So it's gotten pretty infamous lately, and I don't know how I feel about it competitively. It's kind of a menace from what I understand, and it isn't difficult to see why. But I still like it. I think I like it better than Decidueye. So yeah, I'll just put it there. I think I like it more so casually than I would competitively, just because it's so infamous at the moment of just clicking grassy glide and KOing resist. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but I still like it. Scorbunny, it's okay. I was Team Grookey. I think Scorbunny would be somewhere down here for me, like below Chespin. Below Chespin. Bro, stop. I thought it was cool, but I was definitely Team Grookey, and I still feel that way. Like, it's cute and everything. Maybe if I ever do a second playthrough of Pokemon Sword and Shield, I will choose this as my starter, but until then, gonna put it there. Reboot, I have never had, like, any interaction with this Pokemon. I don't know where to put it. I'm just gonna put it there, because I have no opinion about it at all. Cinderace, I think I'll put it like here. Yeah, the level of Greninja, because it's very similar to Greninja in that its hidden ability is broken. Even without the ability, I think my first Sword and Shield competitive OU team, I tried using a Cinderace, and it did well for me. But once it got what's it called, Libero, it became too much. But overall, I don't dislike Cinderace. I just wouldn't put it above C. Now we got these three. Sobble, not a fan, not a fan of Sobble, guys. I'm sorry. Drizzile, same thing. I mean, I just don't really get it. And yeah, you know, I gotta put all three down here. I'm sorry to those of you who like this family, but it's not my cup of tea personally. So yeah, going up there, and then Charmander randomly last. I think I can put Charmander in C tier. Definitely my least favorite of the first three starters. So yeah, I think that's fair for it. So yeah, that will conclude the tier list. So for my S tier, we got 3 water types, 2 fire types. These 5 are my favorite starters. Swampert at the top. I love them all. I don't know why some dislike some of them, but yeah, I love them. And then, like I said, this is, you know, high end for me. Then we get to more of the middle, where I still like them. This is still like the middle, but I have less of a connection with them. And this is ones I don't really like, and then this one I really actively dislike. So yeah, that is going to be my Pokemon starter tier list. So I've been recording for almost an hour. I didn't expect this video to be anywhere near this long. Hopefully when I edit some of it out, it won't be nearly as long, because I know some of you guys dislike when my tier list videos are long. But you know, if I have something to say about a topic, I don't see a point in rushing it. I'd rather explain my whole feelings about it. Hopefully you guys can appreciate it. I know some of you don't, but I would rather say what I need to say about something than not say it in favor of trimming something out. Like, I will trim out like dead space and stuff that's truly irrelevant, but if I have something to say, I will say it, and I feel like I said everything that I needed to say in this video. So yeah, that has been my tier list. So if you guys disagree with something I said, which I'm sure you did, then let me know down in the comments what your opinion of this tier list would be, and feel free to make a tier list yourself. But that's going to conclude today's Pokemon tier list. I will be making more Pokemon tier lists and more tier lists in general, but I know I've been slacking on the Pokemon, and I intend to fix that in the future. I've just been try that again. I've just been experimenting with other topics for the past few months, and I've been enjoying it. Hopefully you guys have as well, but I will be continuing the Pokemon tier list in the near future, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and yeah, I think that's all I had to say. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day, guys.